If you've been thinking about tackling any home improvement projects this summer, don't delay. Now's the time to do it. And we know who can help get that job done. Here now to share how they can help with your summer home repairs is owner and president of Straight Line Construction, Jack Borba. Welcome to the show, Jack.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing pretty good. Tell us. Many homeowners, they're spending their time considering home upgrades, even roof replacements. Is there a specific way to go about things when you need to replace a roof?
Yeah, great question. A lot of times when I meet with our customers, they're talking about doing multiple projects to improve their home. And we often find they get it out of order. So often they'll paint their house because they're excited about changing the color. And then suddenly they want to do a new roof, but we have to go and disturb a lot of the areas that were just painted. So you always want to do a construction project like you were building a house. So you always start with the concrete and the framing, and obviously with an existing house that's already done. But immediately following that is the roof. So whenever you're generally doing a remodeling project, you want to start with the roof before anything else.
Well, that's some good advice. And once someone decides that maybe it's time to get their roof looked at, what are some of the things they need to be aware of?
Yeah, definitely want to make sure and do your research before you have people come to your home. Make sure they're a certified company, and make sure they have a lot of reviews that show that they're really looking out for your best interests. Sometimes people don't need a new roof, and there's some signs that show that to the contractor that's inspecting it. And so I'd hate to hire the wrong company, and next thing you know, you're putting on a new roof when you really don't need one.
Well, that's good to know. If you do have, you do have a roof on your house, how long can you expect average asphalt roofs to last?
Your typical roof, asphalt roofs last between 15 and 20 years, but it really depends on what quality of the product was put on originally. Installation is a huge part of the longevity of a roof. And last but not least, how it was taken care of, so how it was maintained. So all of those can make a roof last longer or shorter. So 15 and 30 years with proper care, depending on the product installed.
Are there any telltale signs that you'll see that'll tell you, hey, it's time to get your roof fixed?
For sure. So shingles, asphalt shingles in particular, are basically a big kid's art project. So it's paper, glue, and glitter. So the paper is actually fiberglass, the glue is black asphalt, and the glitter is very similar. They're called granules. And so when you start noticing that glitter or that granule at the bottom of your downspouts or in your gutters when you clean them out, or if you start seeing that it almost looks like your roof has frost on it, but it's not frosty out, those are all signs that that fiberglass is starting to show, and it's probably starting to break down. So you definitely should have it looked at, because you're in jeopardy of starting to cause some damage on the inside of your home if you don't get it taken care of soon.
Right, and it's probably a good idea to get that opinion from a professional like yourselves, like Straight Line Construction. What is it that you guys do for homeowners? Why should they talk to you when they're considering roof replacement?
I think we're pretty unique in a few different ways. I'm a third generation contractor, so my grandpa started way back in the 50s. So I was basically born on a roof in diapers. So we've been doing it a really long time, but I think what makes us unique is we don't sub anything out. So they're all our guys, all our employees have been drug tested, background checked, and safety trained, and also certified by the manufacturers. So we can give some really special warranties that most people on the market cannot. But the other thing that makes us unique is we're not just roofers. And so we also have 13 different licenses. So we're general contractors. But if we do run into things like some serious dry rot or some siding or other things that can come up in a roofing project, we definitely can handle that. So I think those are some of the reasons why we'd be a good fit for most of our customers.
Well, that's good to know, because a lot of times people do have more than one project. And going back to the roof real quick, sometimes you guys will say, hey, you don't actually need to get that roof replaced. You can use something called Roof Max.
Yeah, that's correct. And so I think that's another thing that makes us quite unique is most of the time roofers are pushing towards do a new roof because it's the biggest sale. It's what brings them the most amount of money and obviously keeps their employees busy. So a lot of people, in particular contractors, don't like doing repairs. So it's basically, how can I show a homeowner that they need to replace this roof? That's definitely not our model. So we actually have three options. So obviously there's the complete replacement. But there's also, you may be able to use this product called Roof Max that really extends the life of the roof a minimum of 5 years, but up to 15 years. And then also, you may not need either one of those. It may just mean you need some minor repairs. And so we're able to do a free digital inspection and make sure that we fit your needs to what you're trying to do with the accomplishment on the home, whether you're going to be there short term or long term, and fit whatever solution we have to your needs.
I love that, Jack. Thanks so much. You know, the options are always a good idea, and we appreciate you sharing some information about for folks that may be thinking about some home repairs and some of the needs at home. So if you have any needs or any questions, you can visit Straight Line Construction at straightlineconstruction.com.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.